It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay, Papa. Big boy. No whipped cream for you. No. Starbucks has spoiled you. It's spoiled you. I don't know what to do. You're a whipped creamaholic. See. You got food? I love you too. You're the best person ever. Did anyone tell you that? You're the best person. Good morning. Loki is addicted to whipped cream. So, yeah, I know. Okay, you gonna let me do my live now? No. He's just wagging his tail. He's just like, um, good morning. How are you guys doing? I'm I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. Loki helps like put us when he's not licking my Starbucks cup. He puts a smile on my face. Dogs are like the most best therapy. I see you, Pop Pop. Oh my god, you're so frustrated. So I called around a couple of different places for my hip yesterday, and the soonest appointment I can get is like May 20 something. So I'm gonna be calling around a couple other places today. I feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. So yeah, even though my eyes probably look like they're like half mass, I'm feeling a little bit better. I did some stretching yesterday. I did some cold compresses, warm compress. Um, it feels a little bit better. I had need to just find one. There is another chiropractor that I'm trying to find that's in this area to get a time slot. I found one that was right across the street, but her treatment plan was I know I don't know if I it was a disappointment. They wanted like $6,000 for a 6-month treatment plan. And that's with my insurance. Um, and I have Blue Cross, PPO, and they wanted like $6,000. So now there was just no way I was able to afford that, especially with braces coming up and everything. Um, so now I'm trying to find a different chiropractor because like from what I've been told from other people, it's like that's not how all the chiropractors work, but so I don't have a lot of experience with chiropractors. Yeah, me too. It's just I don't know. I think I just tweaked it I actually think I tweaked it on the first day of the convention. I was putting the cages up and somebody said something and I think I turned with the full cage. And Lisa, you know how big the tall my cages are. So they weigh like 20, 35 pounds. They're all cast iron. They're all iron. And I think when I did that, the cage in actually hit my hip. I have a massive bruise, like in the like that weird. I'm gonna call it the Barbie grind area. You know how like when Barbie has that weird crease when her hip socket gets popped into the body. I have a huge, massive bruise there because I turned and that's where I hit it. um. It's just that's the way the cages are. The cages are like either iron or metal. I think they're iron, to be honest with you, because I've tried scratching them and whatever. Um, and they have like a coppery smell. So they're heavy. The reason why I go for those versus like a regular one is because people can knock into my table and those things don't come down. I also have clamps all the way around it. So there's that. So yeah. Yeah, they're a very unusual smell. So that's where I think I tweaked it because when I woke up on Saturday, I felt the pain in my hip, and um I think that's where it re-injured that area, and I'm hoping that it just it'll go away. I felt the pain on Saturday, but I was still on the convention high, so Sunday, when I was working, there was like a noticeable limp. When Kindle came and stuff like that, there was a noticeable limp. I'm not limping as much, and so that's a positive thing. So it could just be a small injury. I'm still gonna go and try to talk to an ortho. I had that appointment scheduled for the May, but I'm trying to call around today to see if I can get something a little bit sooner, so that way I can get seen sooner. So call 2 to 3 feet and it's still snowing. Yeah, it's very we're I feel like we have a fall spring. I feel like there's going to be another snow dump. We there here in Maryland. There's been times where every time the festival happens, there'll be there um there'll be like a freeze. The ground's not it's still kind of solid out here, so and there's still snowdrops out. So there's a very high opportunity that, you know, I'm not too sure, Cam, but I think I'm not really good with gardening. My husband is and my daughter. But I believe if I'm not mistaken, collard greens and kale can be grown in the winter out here. It depends on your region. Yes, the weather is really but you could tell there's a bit of cold. Okay, so last night it was kind of warm. Like I had the windows open. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and it was like 65 degrees. But because of my chronic sinuses, I could tell like winter is great because I don't get congested, but the bridge of my nose gets really cold. Um, so my nose was cold, and I was telling Kendall, I was like, there, even though it was warm last night, you could feel that winter is still trying to cling on. I know. Arnetta, because you know it too. The last few years, every time there's the Cherry Blossom Festival, there's like a freeze literally the night before, and we're like, I don't know. I think the DMV is notorious for the Delmarva area. I'm sorry, not DMV. The Delmarva, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland area is notorious for fall spring. Um, and because DC is nestled right in between Maryland, they get that too. Um, I don't know why we have it like that. So I don't even get my hopes up when I see them because I'm like, it's gonna freeze. It's gonna freeze. um, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm not gonna push it. I'm going to I have like this arnica oil for bruising. I bruise, I bump into stuff. If you're around me long enough, you see me trip over my shadow. I bump into stuff, so I usually rub the arnica oil to help heal the bruises faster. I have like I was playing around with Loki and I have like a bruise going around here because I was roughhousing. I always roughhouse with him. He's like I was like on the bed just doing like upper body roughhousing with him, and I have a bruise on my arm, so I'm gonna try to see if I could put that around the hip area. I don't want to put it towards the groin area because there's like a burning, like Bengay sensation with it, and I don't want to be like freaking out, calling Kendall like you got to take me to the hospital, like. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ice again. I'm still just doing like a lot of paperwork. I'm pulling out patterns. I think what I think I'm gonna do tomorrow is I think I've never made the Sandra from Swoon. I think I might go live in my Patreon group tomorrow and sew that up because I've never done one and they look so beautiful. I love swoon patterns. Swoon patterns do really well for me at conventions or even online. People just love the shape. Alicia made a very classic silhouette of the bag. So I might do Sandra also for regular YouTube, but what I'm doing with Swooning with Swoon is I'm kind of upgrading the pattern or upgrading how I think I would, like with the zipper pockets and like it's not like I'm going to upgrade it. So I think I'm going to do the original one with Patreon and then do a tutorial where things are upgraded for this month. Tomorrow there won't be a video. I'm so sorry. I was going to do a video of how you can install magnets. Um, I had a really good request for that. And I can't, it hurts just like even sitting like this, like I have my leg like extended out because it's like when it's hyperflex, when I'm in that sitting position, it's just like radiating from my hip to my groin. And it's just like not fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't wanna go oh, I always feel like if I go to Georgia during your guys' spring, I would die. I would die 'cause my allergies are not the best, and when my friends send me pictures of their cars, I'm like, "Nope, not today, not today." Okay. Yes, it was 80 yesterday, and at night, it was, like, 39 degrees out here. I was like, "What is going on?" Oh, yeah, 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 because Loki is a big baby. He has no idea his size. I think he thinks he's a chihuahua or something. It's hilarious. But he actually I don't know, he sees me talking about him, so he's, like, doing this side eye. His one eye's closed and the other eye is looking at me. He actually I don't know, he makes me smile, and, when I don't feel good like this, like yesterday, all he wanted to do was cuddle, like, so all he was just laying by me, like, nestling in me, or like, I had a picture with Kendall where I was, like, laying down on my stomach no, on my side, and I had an ice pack on on my thigh, hip area. He went underneath the back of my shirt to fall asleep in there, and I'm like, "I how am I supposed to move? He's asleep," right? And it was warm because Loki produces a lot of body heat. So, yeah, I don't know, he's my favorite person. I say this all the time. I say it to my kids too, but no one understands. I don't know, he just gets me. Like he it's really weird. When I'm about to have a panic attack or anxiety attack, he knows. He'll start nestling my neck, nestling, like cuddling and whatever. I never had a dog that has done any of these things. Like he understands me, and it's a blessing and it's very weird. I can't explain it. He's everyone that meets him falls in love with him. He's a really good puppy. He's just doesn't his biggest downfall is he doesn't know he's big. He thinks he's small. Um, so yeah, my that's my plan is to do that. I'm waiting for my SD cards. They were supposed to be overnight from Amazon, but lo and behold, guess what? They're not here. I was gonna take videos today of the bag so that way um I could start big dogs usually think they are chihuahuas, yeah, very true. Um, so oh, that is amazing. Oh, wow. I know I hear dogs know sense things. Like I was watching this one guy that said his dog saved his life. Like he was having a stroke and the dog knew beforehand. Like he kept laying on him, and the wife thought it was just really weird, and then the stroke happened and like he was able to sense it. I know that my close friend, she lives in Tornado Alley in where Oklahoma is in Oklahoma, her pit bull can sense like 5 to 10 minutes before a tornado comes. And at first I was like, "You're just joshing me. You're not telling the truth." And there was like, there's video, like he senses it. Like he starts going around in circles and he like does this weird whine, like it sounds like a toddler. And I'm like, how do they know? Like how do they know? Like it's crazy. Animals are we're just super not worthy of them. Like I love animals. I'm not a huge cat person, even though I want one of those massive big cats that I see everyone. It's the reason I'm not a cat person, I don't want to do the litter situation. If there is like a magical way where I never had to touch the litter, I probably get a cat and I will get one of those massive big ones that look like they will eat you in your sleep. I don't know. I find them very pretty. I want to sit there and just brush them. Like, um, um, oh wow. See, that's amazing. That dogs are just like I said, there's a reason why they bring them into the hospital. They bring them into I know when I was working at the when I was working for Waste Management, they had this thing where we would go in once a month and help the Ronald McDonald House for like 2 days out of the week. And they would bring in like golden retrievers, pit bulls, and stuff like that. And they were saying that it would lift up the kids' spirits and the family spirits, and like how they would just bring them in. And it was just amazing. Like, I don't know. I think it's the coolest thing. Yes, the main okay, I want one of those, Dawn, so bad. Every time I see and my husband sends them to me, like, all the time, because he knows that if I'm gonna get a cat, I'm gonna get a cat that's, like, the size of a dog, okay? Like, it has to be big. But he's like, he sends them to me all the time. I'm like, "They're just so majestic looking." I don't know. That is a cat, it looks like, "Please mess around." That's a cat that's like, "F around and find out." Like, I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna be a cat, I would be that cat. So, um, but yeah, no, I desperately want another cane corso, but I think Roxy would kill me if I bring another puppy in this house. She is not having it. She is 9 and she is set in her ways. She barely tolerates Loki. Loki is petrified of Roxy. He Roxy is literally le Loki weighs 150, Roxy weighs like 60 pounds. Like, Loki has a good 90 pounds, maybe even 100 pounds on her, and he is petrified of Roxy. So, like, Roxy is the alpha in the house, and there's no question. She doesn't like outside people. So like when people come over, we usually have to put her up and not rock Loki. She does not like outside people. I love her because she is like a mother to my kids. Like she will die for my children. So like there's like a special place, but she is not affectionate at all. She's kind of grumpy all the time, and she's very to herself. But when she's on, she's on. Like she can hear a butterfly flap their wings, someone coming to our driveway. Like she is on. She's a really good protector of the house. She's funny sometimes because I was worried about her before we got Loki. I feel like Loki made her age down, if that makes sense. Like she became more playful again and not just like trying to sunbathe all day. Um, she has a lot of cat qualities. Like she doesn't she's but she's a blessing. She's a rescue. She's half, I'm sorry, half Rottweiler. We don't know if the other half is. Hope thinks she's Beagle because the way she does some of her howling, like I swear to I need to videotape when Kendall comes into the driveway. The sounds that my dogs make, it is like sometimes it's funny, when you have a migraine, it's not. It is. But, like, I have one, a massive dog that sounds like a turkey. Like, he is so excited when Kendall comes in, his it's, like, high pitch. My daughter has pits visiting the hospital. Oh, see, that's so sweet. Bye, Lisa, I hope you have a good day. So, I'm gonna hop off, and I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been reaching out, concerned about my health. I really appreciate you. That means a lot to me. So I'm gonna go eat some fruit. I got some kiwis and some strawberries, and finish my green matcha. It's called the Good Luck Matcha, but it really is just a matcha frappuccino with caramel. I just didn't put the caramel on here. I love matcha. Um, I tried the lavender one, and I want to say it tastes good, but it also tastes like soap. So take with that what you will. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.